It's a complicated question because some people are poor and starving or nearly starving. They're facing a different life reality from people living in full affluence and the millions of people fighting to diet or other things. Some people, the billionaires, they have more money than you could spend in how many lifetimes. And yet for some, the quest for more wealth is nearly insatiable, it sometimes seems. And the statements of at least some, well, you don't want to pay taxes and so forth, is hard to understand because after a certain point, what is the point? So I think that there are many things one can say about consumption. First is that it's really important if you're impoverished, and it has what economists call diminishing marginal utility as you become wealthier. And at a certain level, it can become flat utility, meaning an extra buck, an extra $1,000. It's not mattering for a rich person, or negative. People become addicted to consumerism, to commercialism. And this is quite addictive. And we see self-help groups all over, too addicted to shopping, too addicted to this, too addicted to sugary foods, too addicted to whatever the advertising is pumping out. So that's when you've gone so far. Learn how to live with prosperity, but not to overdo it to the point of destruction, not to let greed and commercialization overtake everything, not to misunderstand the utter need for development for poor people, because for them it's life and death. For them it is so consequential, but to live in balance. So I'm a believer that Aristotle had it right when he talked about moderation as the essence of the ethical life or the good life. And I think that Buddha had the same point when he talked about the middle path. And I think that there's a lot of logic to that. Now, in times past, you didn't have the potential for such extremes. But now, because of technology, there are people that really, in a sense, have everything that they want, they can touch. But humanity we're not wired for that. It's not so healthy for us. So I think learning to live in balance is another part of the goals for us in our era.